Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Metamorphosis Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If y'all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be a general reading for the overall collective of any zodiac sign, so please take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this reading may apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we are going to get started with your overall messages. Okay, guys, so the first message you have here is accept the wicked for whom they are and get out as soon as possible. Corrupt people in professional positions, they are trying to silence you. Organized crime, multiple families are in on the setup and the whole family is in on it. Both came out together, guys. AI manipulation and persuasion, as well as government programming, mind control, brainwashing, and illegal, unwarranted CIA surveillance came out together as well. Abusing their power and authority to manipulate and control. Gaslighting and emotional manipulation, mind, thought, and dream manipulation, guys. Okay, so it's a whole lot to unpack here. Okay, I definitely feel like somebody could be a targeted individual, collective. If you are a real targeted individual, you've likely gone through a period of being gang stalked, harassed, illegally invaded, violated from your privacy to your human rights, really and truly your civil and constitutional rights as well. Okay, there's like no end to the amount of trauma and torture and different things that these people cause to people's lives when you are a real targeted individual, guys. So with a lot of the stuff that is here, I do feel like you could be a targeted individual, okay? Spirit is saying, accept the wicked from whom they are. I feel like you're somebody who definitely could be awake, who could be aware. You know what's going on. You know of the ops and the trolls and the bullies, the gang stalkers, gaslighters, and different things all around you. So Spirit is saying, accept the wicked for who they are and get out as soon as possible, okay? I feel like with that last statement there, get out as soon as possible, some of you all could be thinking about or even contemplating moving, relocating, traveling, or finding better environments to be in. But really and truly, when you're a targeted individual, these people can track and trace you anywhere. They can target you anywhere. Okay, a lot of people think that will kind of solve the problem and different things like that, but the truth of the matter is they just end up being at a whole lot of money, moving from one place to the next, and still end up being, gang stalked and harassed and targeted, okay? And having your life sabotaged and ruined in some type of way, okay? But I feel like you could be to the point where you're accepting the wicked for who they are. The mere fact that you are awakened, you are aware now of what's happening, of what's going on, of this gross invasion, violation, and injustice that is happening. You are accepting the wicked for exactly who they are. You're no longer blind to their bullshit, their lies, and their deceptions, okay? And I feel like this is a reason why Spirit is pointing out the fact that there are corrupt people in professional positions who are involved in a lot of these things that is going on, okay? Definitely with whoever you are and the situation in which you are going through, collective, okay? Spirit is saying, whoever you are, collective, you could be even speaking up or speaking out, maybe about what you are enduring, what you have experienced, what is happening, what is going on in your life, in your presence, in your surroundings, in general, guys, okay? Because Spirit is saying that they are trying to silence you, okay? So I definitely feel like you are somebody who knows the truth or clarity about, you have some type of truth, you know some type of truth, you have some type of clarity, awareness, insight, epiphany, awakening, or breakthrough as it relates to something. And there are people who are trying to silence you, collective, okay? I definitely feel like this could be these corrupt people who are in professional positions. The individuals that Spirit are referring to as wicked, collective. which taps into this organized crime here. Okay, the targeted individual, if you want to call it, some type of program or what have you, the targeted individual programming, or basically what's being done in general, because there's a lot of different things that goes on as it relates to organized crime. Okay, but there's definitely some type of organized crime that is taking place. Okay, on various different fronts. Okay, people being hacked, being tracked, being stalked. This is all a part of organized crime that is going on. Even people who are being targeted is organized crime. People who are being invaded, violated, stalked, and harassed is organized crime. Even people who are being sacrificed is a part of organized crime. Okay, this is something, and when it comes to organized crime, you need to understand that it's not just the average Joe or Jane who from down the street who dislikes you. Okay, it's not just about your shady, shicey, two-faced, backstabbing friends or family or associates or ex-lovers or something like that, you know what I'm saying, feel some type of way about you. Organized crime is run, ruled, and controlled by persons in power, persons in authority, people with connection, people with power, people with money, and different things like that, or what have you, guys. Okay, but Spirit is pointing out the fact that there are multiple families that are in on some type of setup. Okay, and as a matter of fact, your entire family, Spirit is saying, is in on what is going on here as well. Spirit is saying, guys. Okay, with artificial intelligence manipulation and persuasion being here, as well as government programming, mind control, brainwashing, and illegally unwarranted CIA surveillance collective, I feel like you could have been sold out by those closest to you, collective, by your own family, collective. Okay, I feel like there's definitely some type of government programming that is being used. Okay, there's a lot of illegally funded government operations that is going on. Okay, and with the this justice stickers being on this card, do we know that persons in power, authority, leadership, government are involved in this? Okay, whoever you are, collective, you are enduring mind control tactics, psychological trauma, psychological torture, mental conflict. Okay, from brainwashing, from mind control. With they even have artificial intelligent mind control as well. Okay, but with this AI manipulation and persuasion, this is they use brain to computer interfaces, or BCI. Okay, which basically decodes thoughts from your brain signals. This is basically them tapping into the frequencies of your mind and your body, collective. This is how they manipulate people's thoughts. This is how they control people's, even people's actions, and limbs, and different things like that, or what have you. AI manipulation and persuasion is about decoding thoughts from your brain signals, also modifying neural activity, as well as it is a part of behavioral targeting. Okay, so a part of them targeting you is also triggering you in certain type of ways. Okay, they try to trigger targeted individuals in various different ways. Okay, this is also manipulation of your emotions. Okay, those who are targeted individual have deep fakes around you. A lot of the time, guys. Okay, even ops who spread misinformation and different things, collective. Okay, but you are a part of some type of government programming, so I definitely feel like you have been experimented on. Your family could have sold you out for money, collective, could have set you up to be sacrificed, collective. These people could belong to some type of cult covens or secret societies. However that go with these individuals who basically make certain individuals within their family the sacrificial lamb, to be targeted, to be gang stalked, to be harassed, to be experimented on, to be exploited. Okay, this is the reason why you're enduring the mind control, the brainwashing. Okay, this is the reason for the illegal, unwarranted CIA surveillance. Okay, everything that they're doing is illegal, it's unjust, it's unfair, it's unorthodox, and this is the reason why they're doing it in secret. This is also the reason why Spirit is saying this is organized crime. Okay, but Don't be mistaken. The people who are running, ruling, controlling this, these are persons in, these are the very people who call themselves professionals. They have professional positions. These are people who are in leadership positions, okay? These are people with power and authority, collective. These are wealthy elite people, collective. These are people who are higher up, collective, okay? But the people on a lower level who are around you, they're just sellouts. Okay, they know what is going on and they're a part of the plot, but they're not the ones who's running, ruling, and controlling the operations of what's going on and what's being done to you, collective. Okay, these people in power, they abuse their power, they abuse their authority, they abuse their wealth, their privilege, their, and you know what I'm saying, to bully others into submission. Okay, to manipulate and to control others, collective. And this is the reason why. You've also had to deal with a lot of gaslighting, people gaslighting you, okay? Emotionally manipulating you or emotionally abusing you in some type of way, shape, form, or fashion, spirit is saying, okay? You also are enduring mind, thought, and dream manipulation, collective, okay? If you're feeling like you're being projected on in some type of way, it's like stopping your natural thoughts, your natural feelings, and these forced thoughts, emotions, feelings, and different things going on, even when, whether you're awake or whether you're asleep, collective. Okay, so they're even manipulating your dream state. Okay, they're manipulating you in the spiritual realm as well as the physical realm, collective. They're doing things to manipulate your mind, collective, to forcibly implant things in your mind. Okay, whether this be sometimes it's violence, sometimes it's demonic, sometimes it's perversion. Okay, sometimes it's just made up bullshit. Sometimes it's you know what I'm saying, this could be, it could be many different things. Okay, even when it comes to like insults towards you, derogatory statements and comments and different things like that to make you feel some type of way. Okay, this is all a part of targeting you. Okay, collective, when they do these things to, with this mind, thought, and dream manipulation, collective. Okay, they're trying to trigger you in a particular way, collective. Okay, spirit is saying. So that's what's going on here, guys. We're going to get some further clarification for the situation. Y'all remember to like, share, and subscribe, because that is your free way of showing your support to help the growth of the channel, guys. Okay? To clarify, accept the wicked for whom they are. Get out as soon as possible. We have the devil here, okay? So who Spirit is referring to as the wicked, Spirit is saying these people are the devil. Okay, the devil has embodied them and is using their vessel, okay, to do evil. These evil, toxic, wicked things towards you. We're talking about individuals who are in their south node, their shadow side, their dark side. Okay, these are people who are full of lust, temptations, and desires. These are toxic individuals. These are persons with bad habits, addictions, or addictive patterns of behavior. Spirit say evil is as evil does, collective. Okay, so these people definitely partake in a lot of sinister things, evil things, criminal things, toxic things. Okay, these could also, be individuals who belong to wicked cults, witch covens. They could be into devil worship. We could be talking about witches and warlocks, people who belong to cults, covens, and secret societies, collective, people who are into the dark arts, like black magic and voodoo, collective. These are persons who are sellouts, collective, who made a conscious decision to sell their soul to the devil, to sell out to the satanic powers that be, collective. Okay? And the devil is working through them. They are shepherds for the devil, Spirit is saying. Okay, to clarify, corrupt people in professional positions, we have here, don't believe in the hype, believe in unicorns. So Spirit is saying it's better for you to believe in unicorns than it is for you to believe the hype of your enemies, your haters, your oppressors, your naysayers, the bullies, the ops, the trolls, the agents of chaos, the gang stalkers, and the gaslighters. Why? Because they're full of lies, deception, and manipulation. Okay, they're full of trickery and fuckery, collective. Spirit is saying that the ops around you are gaslighting you, collective. Yes, they're targeting you. They're playing mind games with you. They're emotionally abusing you, collective. They're using mind control on you, collective. And they're gang stalking and harassing you, collective. Okay? These are corrupt people in professional positions, okay? You need to understand, for a person to have a professional position, that means they have some type of degree in whatever their job, occupation, or career is. Could you imagine full grown as adults who have gone to college and obtained a degree for the position in which that they are in, only only for them to be this toxic, this evil, this wicked, this demonic, only to be full of, they're using their degrees, their position titles and roles to be liars, cheaters, deceivers, manipulators, and con artists. They're using their degrees to play mind games with other people, to emotionally abuse other people, to mind control people, to gang stalk and harass people, to gaslight people. Collective, this is what professional people in position, and this is what these professionals in these positions are doing. Collective. Okay, it's an understatement to even call them childish. Children have better senses than this. To clarify that they are trying to silence you, collective, we have here the Secret Hidden Treasure Islands card, collective. I feel like you know a lot, collective, pertaining to a lot of things, collective. I feel like you could be, if they're trying to silence you, then this means not only do you know, this goes far and beyond just your knowing of something, okay? If they're trying to silence you, this means that you could be speaking some type of truth or clarity about something, whether you're doing this casually, you're doing this as a job, occupation, career, or hobby that you may have. However it is that you are doing this, you have been speaking some type of truth or clarity about something. Now, when it comes to my Secret Hidden Treasure Islands card, I have a lot, there's a lot on this card, collective. And I feel like everything that is on this card, you may know something about, collective, and maybe speaking truth and clarity about it, okay? Because my Secret Hidden Treasure Island card, for one, I have an Ace of Swords sticker on here as well as a Moon sticker on here. So the Ace of Swords is about truth and clarity. The Moon card is about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark, criminal activity, shady people, dirty dealings, illusions, and different things like that. Okay, so my Secret Hidden Treasure Island card talks about a multitude of different illegal criminal activity. Okay, anything from incest to monarch programming, artificial intelligence, MK Ultra mind control, brainwashing, brain mapping, militarized operations, psychological trauma, psychological torture, microwave weapons, touchless torture weapons, silent daggers, remote neural monitoring, neurolinguistic programming, collective, human trafficking, sex trafficking, shipping operations, prostitution, directed energy weapons, illegally funded government operations, illegally funded industry operations, satanic ritual abuse, snuff films, sex parties, murders, orgies, the underground sex trade. It can even go into weapons of mass destruction, drugs, gold, money, or like whatever. There could be multiple things that you know the truth about that is on this card here, okay? One or all of these things, okay? There could be multiple things that you've been speaking truth and clarity about, okay? But it has to do with one or multiple of these things that's on this card here, collective, and they're trying to silence you because they know that you know the truth. And I feel like, collective, individually, if you're speaking some type of truth or clarity about any of these things on here, I feel like it directly may relate to you, okay? Because I'm not necessarily getting the energy, because you do have those type of people out there. You have some people who are just curious people, okay? They may call themselves like, into, investigative type of people, or like almost like investigative journalism or something like that. So you have those curious people. They haven't necessarily dealt with anything, but they're curious about certain things. You know how people like say for instance aliens or extraterrestrials, okay? And you have people who look into things like that, so they talk about things like that, and you know what I'm saying. And so there's different things. I'm just using that as an example, guys, okay? But I feel like, collective, the things that you are speaking out about, the things that you have spoke out about, it I feel like it has something to do with things that you have endured, collective, okay? Um, so if there's any of these things satanic ritual abuse, human trafficking, any of these things or what have you, some of these things you may have personally dealt with, collective. Okay, so some of you all could be, speaking your truth, telling your story. Okay, telling people what you have endured, what you have gone through. But for others of you all, you just may have come across the truth and speaking truth and clarity about certain things or what have you, as well, guys. Okay. Many of us who are awake, who are aware, who just speak truth and clarity, we can't be categorized, okay? Because they like slapping labels on people like, oh, truthers or conspiracy theorists or whistleblowers. You can call it what the fuck you want, okay? But especially when it comes to something that somebody has personally dealt with, you can't call that person a fucking whistleblower or conspiracy theorist, because what you ain't gonna do is call me a lie about what the fuck I done went through. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not the type of person who like titles. Don't categorize me, okay? Don't put me in a box with a whole bunch of other fucking people. It may be something the fuck like it, but I ain't never been a part of no cliques, clubs, groups, and gangs, and cults, and covers, and secret societies and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't like titles, and I don't like being categorized and put in a box and put in a group with other what you would call like people, because we ain't the same. You understand what I'm saying? But a lot of times that's what these individuals do. Okay? And especially when it comes to the powers that be, and in different government agencies, they got it bad. Okay? First of all, conspiracy theories, that word, that term literally comes from the CIA. Okay? And they say it as if it's a lie. It's not a lie. Anytime they blatantly call somebody a conspiracy theorist, it's because that is a person that is telling the fucking truth. And they use the term conspiracy theorists because they want you to discredit them to the brainwashed masses that don't know no fucking better. Okay? So if you ever hear somebody being a person being called a conspiracy theorist, it's because whatever it is that they're talking about, it is matter of factly the truth. They just don't want the truth widespread. So anytime somebody comes along and actually speaking some type of real truth or clarity, certain government agencies like the CIA like to say, oh, that's just a conspiracy theorist. You understand what I'm saying? Same thing with whistleblower. The term whistleblower usually has come, I feel like it originated, a lot of the whistleblowers, people who have been deemed whistleblowers, have been people that have worked for certain government agencies and then spoke out, like your Edward Snowden. Okay, he was working for the government and he ended up speaking out about certain things. Edward Snowden came out, and Edward Snowden is still on the run right now. Okay, they've been tracking and tracing, looking for Edward Snowden the same way they was doing Julian Assange. Okay, the guy from WikiLeaks. Okay, for the longest, but they can't call him a lie. Okay, they want to get him from espionage and different shit like that, but what he said is not a fucking lie. Edward Snowden came out and told y'all that the government was tracking and tracing y'all and watching people and collecting the data on citizens and shit well before it was widespread that people was even being targeted in the first fucking place. Okay, and the reason why they want to, I do feel like he took something from work that had the certain data and information on it, which obviously would be a fucking crime. But in itself, him speaking out about what he knew, per him working for the government agency that he worked for, I don't feel like is a fucking crime, because people have the right to know the truth. You understand what I'm saying? But those are the type of people, I feel like that's where that term first originated from. Anytime you get any people who ever have been a part of any type of government agency or certain, secret societies or groups of or within a in crowd of certain individuals, and they know they've been there, they've seen it, they know matter of factly, and they come out and say certain things, these are the ones that they deem whistleblowers. Okay, so a lot of these terms get thrown around, but I don't like titles. Okay, I don't like being put in a category in certain titles. Okay, I don't feel like anybody should have a title unless you are the fuck married. Okay, that's where titles come along. Okay, or if you have been certified and have some type of degree to be in a certain position, title, or role, you have that title. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't like titles. I don't like being categorized. But this is what they do. Okay, and oftentimes, like I said, the powers that be have it bad labeling certain people. Oh, they're just a conspiracy theorist, and they do that to discredit a person when what the person is saying is not a fucking lie. Okay. To clarify organized crime, we got the moon here. Okay, so I was just telling y'all about the moon. The moon is about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark. Okay, it's about shady people and dirty dealings, illusions, fear, cover-ups, criminal activity, decisions being made, dilemmas, delays, the past, secrecy, witchery, moon magic, and a multitude of other things. Collective. Okay, obviously this organized crime, like I told you, this is something that they're doing in secret. This is something that they're doing in your back. This is an operation that they're running underground behind the scenes, collective, okay? So obviously they're in this moon energy, collective, but I feel like you know even the truth and the clarity about this because you can't forget that the moon illuminates. Eventually what's done in the dark comes to the light. You understand what I'm saying? So the moon can also be something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, and covered up coming to the light, collective, okay? And I definitely feel like at some point this organized crime, their organized crime ring and operation is definitely coming to the light, okay? Because those of us who are awake and aware, we know that these things are going on, okay? Whether we have the masses behind us that believe us or not, okay? We don't have time to try to, you know what I'm saying, convince people and prove this or that and the other to people. Either you gonna believe or you gonna or you are not, okay? And it's amazing how the masses operate, okay? Because many of y'all have been told for years upon years upon years, y'all were force-fed religion without you having any proof of it being true at the fuck all, and you have been lied to. It is documented proof that these people have had hundreds of years of lying to you, yet y'all still tune in to every fucking thing that the government fucking tell you. Most of y'all won't believe any fucking thing unless somebody in power address the fucking nation, okay? You listen to your fake news medias every fucking day, and all of them are scripted, okay? They have fed you nothing but lies for the longest. They lie to you about shit that don't even have to be lied about the fact that there are multiple species on planet the fuck Earth. They won't even tell you the fucking truth about that, okay? They have lied to you about religions. They have lied to you about God. They have lied to you about other species, other beings, all kinds of fucking things, and you wholeheartedly believe what they told you. Many of y'all still believe that God is blonde hair and blue eyed and Caucasian, and it's a lie. I'm sorry, it's a lie. You still believe that? You wholeheartedly, y'all, you don't have to like me, but if you think about how many things that you believe that you technically have no proof of. The only reason why, if you're honest with yourself, the only reason why you believe it is because your mama told you, your parents told you, your grandparents told you, the school told you, the church told you. Only reason why many of y'all believe a lot of the shit that you believe is because other people taught you that or told you that, and you took it as truth. A lot of things y'all believe in. That is the only reason why you believe in it. So you ain't gotta like me. That is matter of factly the fucking truth. Y'all have been force fed everything. You've been trained to protect your oppressors. And if you think back over your life, your entire life since you were born, you have been done nothing but force-fed lies. And you have been trained and groomed and taught how to please and appease everybody around you, depending on who you are around. You had to please and appease your parents. You had to please and appease your family. You had to please and appease the church. You had to please and appease the school. You had to please and appease the workforce. You had to please and appease the government. You had to please and appease your lovers even when you started dating. Your entire life, all you've been doing is doing what other people wanted you to do, pleasing and appeasing them, being who they wanted you to fucking be. following whatever the fuck they told you. Every last one of y'all, the majority of y'all, the majority of y'all, half of what you know, you was told by your family. You was told by the church. You was told by the school. You was told by the government, and you was told by the fucking workforce. And you took that as divine word to wholeheartedly be the truth. And they've been lying to you. I don't need you to take my word that they've been lying to you. It's a historical fact that they have been lying about a whole lot of shit. All you had to do was do your own research, use your own mind, think for your own damn self. But that's a different reading for a different day. This organized crime, they're running these operations behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind people's back, collective, and it's been going on for a very long time, whether you believe it the fuck or not. Multiple families are in on the setup. Your entire family is in on it. Collective spirits say they partners in crime. These are scheming, scamming, con artists. Collective, they sold out a long time ago. Many of these people sold out before you was even thought about. Before you was even born. Before you even came out your father's nutsack and fertilized your mother's eggs, honey. Some of these people sold out well before you was ever even born. Spirits say they partners in crime. They scheming, scamming, con out artists. So whoever these multiple families is, for those of you who are married, this could be your family, this could be your in-laws, this could be your lovers, this could be your supposed friends, your associates, your confidants, your co-workers, your bosses. Okay? Multiple families are involved. But your entire family, Spirit is saying, is involved. And all of them are partners in crime. Spirit say they are low down and dirty shame. They are part of a crime mob and they're all sellouts, okay? They indulge in a lot of criminal activity. I don't give a damn how they walk, how they talk, how they look, how they dress, how they act. I don't give a damn how certified they are, how classified they are, what kind of degrees they got, what position titles or roles they in. Okay? Wickedness don't have to be ugly. I tell y'all that all the damn time. So y'all the type of people who be looking for danger to look dangerous. Some of the most dangerous people in the world look like some of the most calmest, sweetest, nicest, kindest people you never fucking met. And they dress to motherfucking impress and they smell good. And many of them sophisticated and educated. Y'all be looking for danger to look dangerous. So for some reason, y'all think evil's supposed to look ugly. How even Lucifer was attractive. Even Lucifer was beautiful. Huh? Even Jezebel is fine than a bitch. Drop dead gorgeous. Jezebel is. Y'all be looking for what's wicked and evil and dangerous to look ugly, to look dirty, to look dangerous, to look that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what it look like all the time. Many of y'all on any given day, the prostitute that's standing on the corner, the homeless man that's sitting in front of the stove, the guy that's got his pants sagging, where you can see his drawers. The dude with the bandana wrapped around his head, you more inclined to be afraid of any of them on any given day, because you have been trained to believe that they are dangerous. And someone may be. But you have been trained to believe that them the only kinds of people that are dangerous. What I'm telling you is some of the most dangerous people, some of the most evilest, wickedest, toxicest people, the ones that's good at it, they don't look like that. They don't dress like that. They don't act like that. They don't carry themselves like that. They're undetected, so you would never know until you encounter them. Spirits say they partners in crimes. Okay, these people full of plots, plans, and schemes. Collective, they manipulators, master manipulators. Collective, but they all partners in crimes, which means that they're all working together with what's going on here. Collective. To clarify, artificial intelligence manipulation and persuasion with government experimentation. Mind control, brainwashing, and legally unwarranted CIA surveillance. We have here the Wi-Fi card. Collective. Okay. This is hackers. This is about hackers and trackers, tapping, stalkers, remote monitoring, hidden cameras, ops watching, artificial intelligence, illegal technology, spyware, harassment, spying, illegal surveillance 24/7. Collective. Somebody could be hacking into your Wi-Fi. Collective. Your phones, your computers, your laptops, your tablets, any of your smart devices, your watches, your TVs, any smart device that you have is hackable. Every last one of them have speakers and microphones, has microphones in them and cameras in them. Okay? You're being illegally surveillance. Collective, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Harassed. Collective, hacked, tracked, stalked, watched, followed, spied on. Collective, and they're using artificial intelligence, technology. That's what this AI manipulation and persuasion about. They're using mind control tactics on you, trying to brainwash you. Collective, trying to trigger you. Collective, decoding thoughts from your brain signals. Collective, tapping into the frequencies of your mind. Collective, targeting your behavior, doing some type of behavior targeting. Collective, modifying your neural activity. Collective, manipulating your emotions. Collective. You ever been feeling fine one minute and then all of a sudden it seemed like your eyes want to tear up? All of a sudden you every awful bad thing that has ever happened in your life just running through your mind all at one time. Them not your thoughts, them not your feelings. That's being projected on you. You just feel like you ever just get depressed and sad all of a sudden for no reason, but you was feeling just fine. Nothing in the moment is particularly wrong. Ain't nobody done nothing to you in the moment. It's particularly wrong. You could have just been at home chilling, cooking, cleaning, relaxing, whatever. All of a sudden, a sudden wave of depression, anxiety, sadness come over you. Every awful thing that you ever been through going through your mind. You feeling sorrowful and miserable, hopeless. All of a sudden, them not your thoughts, them not your feelings. Collective. That's that artificial intelligence manipulation and persuasion. They're manipulating your emotions. Collective. They're using mind control tactics on you. They're brainwashing you. Collective. Okay? And they're sitting back watching in real time. Collective. They're seeing what sometimes they do things to see what makes you tick, what pisses you off, what makes you uncomfortable. If we do this, how does this make this person feel? If we do that, how are they going to react? What hurts this person's feelings? When you are targeting individual, they'll have you come across people who will be rude to you on purpose. Just to trigger a reaction out of you. Sometimes they'll have people who don't care nothing about you, don't like you from Adam, but they'll trigger them to be nice to you, say something nice about you, just to see what neural response they get from you. Collective. They'll project violent things in your mind, in your energy, violent things, perverse things, demonic things, to get a reaction out of you. Collective. They're doing it on purpose. Those are not your thoughts. Those are not your feelings. You ever feel so hostile and angry all of a sudden that you could hurt some damn body? You want to fight or something? They're not your thoughts. They're not your feelings. It's being projected on you. Artificial intelligence manipulation and persuasion. You ever went somewhere and automatically and get around certain people and automatically feel insecure, feel ugly? Now, you normally don't have them thoughts about yourself. They will do certain things, certain psychological operations. Like you say, you go somewhere. It might be anywhere. You might run to the store real quick. They'll have drop dead gorgeous beautiful people or something. Like somebody may come through with a body better than yours, a ass bigger than yours, or looking good or something like that, or what have you, and then all of a sudden they'll project on you that you ugly, you looking bad, you fat, you out of shape, you this or that or what have you, your hair nappy, ugly. It could be anything. They're not your thoughts, they're not your feelings, that's being projected on you. No bullshit. Especially for those of you all who are in poverty, who are poor. You may not be homeless or anything, but say you live paycheck to paycheck. You have the bare minimum. Your one paycheck from not having anything at all, uh, type of thing. They will purposely have people around you who got nice cars, who dress real nice, who got fancy jewelry, who got a lot of money and flashy in front of you, and then they'll project on you just to make you feel some type of way. Oh, you ain't gonna never get ahead. Oh, you ain't got nothing. Oh, you wish you had this, you wish you had that. Them not your thoughts. Them not your feelings. It's being projected on you. You ever have random thoughts about some shit that you ain't never thought about a day before in your life? Just all of a sudden, like whether it be violent things, perverse things, sexually explicit things, demonic things. Those are not your thoughts. Those are not your feelings. It's being projected on you. Distractions to get a reaction. To clarify, abusing their power and authority to manipulate and control, we have here, I have the Justice card and the Chariot card on here, okay? Everybody that's somebody that's in power and authority is on this card, collective. What this tells me is these are persons who works for the government or the justice system, collective, okay? Everybody is on this card, okay? Different government agencies, from judges to lawyers to Secret Service to police to agents to detectives to spies to military officials to special ops to authority. I'm talking shadow government, satanic powers. To be some of everybody with any type of power and authority is on this card. These are the type of people who abuse their power and authority to manipulate and control others, collective. And that's what's being done to you, collective. These are the cowards that are behind the scenes, projecting upon you, collective, abusing you, collective, exploiting you, collective, experimenting on you, collective, sabotaging and ruining your life, collective. Yeah, your entire family knows what's going on, is involved. Sitting back waiting to get the phone call, waiting to get the green light that you dead, or that you locked up somewhere, or that you hospitalized, or something like that, collective. Your ex-friends, your ex-lovers, they know what's going on. They're involved. They've been recruited long time ago. They were paid to work against you, to go against you, to not tell you the truth about what's going on. But the people who are really running, ruling, and controlling this organized crime are persons in power and authority. To clarify, gaslighting and emotional manipulation, we got targeted individual here. Collective, I told you, you are a targeted individual. You are being surveillance. You are being invaded. You are being harassed. You're being tracked, collective. You've dealt with a lot of violations. A hate crime has been committed against you. Many of you all could be going through, it's called many different things. From V2K, voice to skull. I call it synthetic telepathy. Okay? It's something that they use as a part of the mind control and different things, collective. It's not like hearing through the eardrum. It's hearing, it's through the mind. It's telepathic. You've been isolated, shunned, disowned, secluded, segregated. This is all done on purpose. You've been discriminated against. You have been racially profiled, collective. Illegal technology is being used on you. Directed energy weapons is being used on you, collective. You ever feel like you've been electric shocked all of a sudden? You ain't particularly doing nothing. It happened to me. I think that was last night. I was actually sleeping. Okay, but it's interesting because I say all the time, even when I'm asleep, I'm awake. Okay, because when you're sleeping the physical, you're awake in the spiritual. Some of you are. Okay, I am, okay? So I was dreaming about a particular thing, and I actually remember this dream, okay? But I feel like they wanted me to come out that dream, so I like a jolt, like almost like a bolt of lightning, like is what it felt like. It felt like being electric shocked. Um, the only medication that I know that is lithium. But I don't take lithium. I'm not on lithium, but I specifically know that lithium does that. Okay, um, lithium. Anybody that takes lithium will make you feel like you're being electric shocked. Okay, and the lithium is a pill. Okay, but it literally felt like that. Okay, ringing in the ears. That white. It's called like a white noise. Okay, it's like a high pitched ringing noise in your ear. Um, they'll do that. Okay. Anytime you hear that is when that's when they're tapping into certain frequencies. They're trying to alter your mind and different things like that, or what have you. They do other things as well to cause distraction. Sometimes your phone may ring, ding a bing. Sometimes you might get a random phone call all of a sudden out the blue that's like insignificant. Have your phone to ring. Have your children to make a loud noise, a loud boom, bang. You'll hear cars go by, rev their engines real loud, or what have you. Certain things like that snap you out of certain programming, certain mind control, like certain things, whatever, if especially if you spaced out in something for a period of time, or what have you. But you're a targeted individual, collective. You're being gaslit. Okay, you're being emotionally manipulated. Okay, and everybody that you come into contact know that you are come into contact with know that you are a targeted individual. Okay, and they're all playing along. It doesn't matter who you come into contact with, collective, especially for people who are professionals, doctors, lawyers, teachers, therapists, counselors, anybody in authority, anybody in any type of leadership position. Okay, even people like pastors and different things like that, or what have you, religious leaders and different things like that. Everybody that you come into contact with know that you're a targeted individual, collective. Know what's going on, collective. This is right when you go places, even if you go outside, you ever go somewhere and people talking loud enough for you to hear them, that's on purpose. Okay? To clarify mind, thought, and dream manipulation, we have the Monarch Programming card here, collective. So you're definitely a part of some type of government experimentation. I feel like you have been in this, whoever I'm speaking to, this is something that has been done to you since you were a child, collective. Okay? This was being done to you even before you awakened, collective, and you just never knew before, collective. They kept it, under the radar. Everybody played in your face while they stabbed you in your back. But once you went through some type of awakening, it's like you broke from a portion of programming, like you broke from some type of programming, collective. This is when they got vicious with targeting you and attacking you, collective. But you're definitely a part of some type of government experimentation, collective. You could have endured satanic ritual abuse, collective, beta sex kitten programming, monarch programming, MK Ultra mind control, brainwashing, okay, and a multitude of other things, collective. Okay, but this is what they're using. They're using this MK Ultra mind control or some type of mind control programming, collective. This is how they do their mind, thought, and dream manipulation, collective. Okay, and the easiest way I can explain it to you is where it's like stopping your own natural thoughts and forcibly implanting the thoughts that they want you to have, the feelings or the emotions that they want you to have, collective. That's what's going on here, guys, okay? So to clarify, accept the wickedness for who they are, okay? And get out as soon as possible. We got the five of, with the devil here, we got the 5 of swords here, okay? So these are people, these are persons, these wicked individuals that Spirit is speaking of, they have been very hostile towards you, very abusive towards you, okay? They've been plotting, planning, scheming on you, collective, okay? They have done a lot of abusive and hostile things to you. They've caused a lot of conflict and defeat in your life, Spirit is saying, okay? To clarify, corrupt, people in professional positions with don't believe the hype, believe in unicorns. We got the Hierophant card here, collective, okay? So whoever these corrupt people in professional positions, the Hierophant is interesting because the Hierophant is oftentimes seen as religious leaders. But a Hierophant can be more than a religious leader. A Hierophant is anybody in any type of position, title, or role where others look to them for guidance. So a Hierophant could literally be a religious leader, could be a spiritualist, a life coach, could literally be a doctor, a nurse, a professor, a teacher. All of those are persons who are in positions where other people look to them for guidance or help in some type of way. That's what a Hierophant position is. That's the reason why the Hierophant also carries the energy of persons in leadership or power as well, because they're often people who are, in positions of structure, organization, certain institutions and different things like that, or what have you, Spirit is saying, okay? To clarify, they're trying to silence you with the Secret Hidden Treasure Island card. Here we have the Ace of Swords, collective. So like I said, you know some type of truth or clarity, collective. You have some type of awareness or insight, collective. You have had some type of epiphany, awakening, or breakthrough, collective. And I feel like you have been speaking some type of truth or clarity about what you know, collective. And this is the reason why these individuals are trying to silence you, because they know that you know the truth. Okay? Spirit, clarify organized crime with the Moon here. I'm seeing the 5 of Fire here, which is the 5 of Wands in the traditional tarot deck, collective. Okay? These people who are running, ruling, and controlling this organized crime, collective, these are people who are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you. They're in competition with you. They want some type of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you for some type of reason, collective, okay? The 5 of Wands, just like the 5 of Swords that you have here, is all about conflict. It's about strife. It's about hostility, okay? It's about... it can speak of arguments and chaos and misunderstandings, misconceptions, and different things as such, collective. But whoever these persons who are indulging in this organized crime in secret against you, collective, these are persons who are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you and in competition with you, want some type of retaliation, punishment, payback, or revenge on you, collective. Spirit, clarify, multiple families are in on the setup. Your entire family is in on the setup with partners in crime. So we have the 3 of Earth here, okay? So these people have collaborated together for the purposes of money, collective, okay? These are people who are a part of some type of clique, club, group, gang, cult, coven, secret society, organization, or something, whatever it is that you want to call it. They're a part of some type of group. They're a part of some type of collaboration, some type of partnership with one another. They could be in binding contracts, collective, but they have collaborated together for the purposes of money. So even though there's a lot of individuals who are teamed up, linked up, schemed up, working together, collective, there are certain persons who have been paid or stand to gain some type of incentives of some kind for working against you, collective, okay? So all of these people are collaborated together for the purposes of money. Spirit, clarify artificial intelligence, manipulation, and persuasion with government experimentation, mind control, brainwashing, illegal surveillance. So they're doing this, collective, to have you in mental conflict, collective. These people want you stressed, worried, depressed, dealing with anxiety, having sleepless nights, dealing with psychological trauma. They're torturing you, collective. This is a part of some type of torture, okay? Is the reason why they're doing this to you, to have you in mental conflict, collective, to keep you stressed and worried, depressed, and in anxiety, collective, okay, to taunt you, to haunt you, to harass you, collective. Spirit, clarify abusing their power to manipulate and control, abusing Their power to manipulate and control. So these are individuals who are warlocks. They're master manipulators, collective. That's how they manifest, by manipulation, collective. They're divination abusers. They abuse divination by way of manipulation in an effort to manifest what they want. Okay, these are persons who have a lot of willpower. Okay, they're the type to use their connections and the tools that they have to manipulate and to manifest the things that they want in this magician energy, collective. Okay, so you definitely could be dealing with some warlocks or some witches, collective. Okay, some occultist collectives, who are abusing their power and their authority to manipulate and control you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Spirit, clarify gaslighting, emotional manipulation, and targeted individual. Gaslighting, emotional manipulation, targeted individual. Gaslighting, emotional manipulation, and targeting individual. I feel like you are somebody who is strong-willed and strong-minded, collective. I'm seeing the strength card here, okay? Yeah. The strength card and the 10 of swords wanted to come out together. So it's like you're someone who is strong-willed, you're strong-minded, collective. You have a lot of strength, courage, faith, collective. You have endured a lot. I feel like you've had to stand your ground against your haters, your oppressors, your naysayers, the bullies, the ops, the trolls, the agents of chaos, the gaslighters, the gang stalkers, and so forth, collective, because these people have ultimately betrayed you. They've sabotaged you, ruined you, tried to end you, collective. They've been cruel and brutal to you, hostile towards you. They've committed a hate crime against you. Several people have stabbed you in your back, collective. These people have set you up for failure, wanted you to look like a failure, wanted you to be a failure, collective. They have tried to make you have some type of mental breakdown, collective, breakups or breakdowns. Okay, it's like they want there to be a completion or a dead end when it comes to you, collective. Okay, yeah. Mind, thought, and dream manipulation with the Monarch programming card. Mind, thought, dream manipulation. I'm seeing the moon card here, collective. Okay, so the moon, this is definitely, also if you ever feel like you are being interrogated internally, collective, it's almost feeling like false imprisonment, illegal search and seizure spiritually. Okay, or you could even feel like that physically, collective. But these people are definitely, this is cruel and unusual punishment, collective. This is a hate crime, collective. It is domestic terrorism, no doubt about it. Okay, and your United States Constitution, if you're in the United States, speaks against all of everything that they are doing. So they are not justified by any means, in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Not even a sold out occultic warlock witch judge. Okay, these people could go in anybody's court of law before an honorable sit and judge and tell them that they have illegally and unjustly did this to you. Well, one, without the case being completely thrown out, and two, their asses being locked the fuck up. Because it's illegal and it's unjust and they know it. And this is the reason why they do it in secret. Y'all just don't know how many people this has been done to, and they were triggered to commit suicide, collective, because they were enduring so much, collective. And for many of you all, these people thought that if they tormented you and they targeted you and they harassed you and they sabotaged and they ruined you so much, collective, that it would push you to your breaking point to that, collective. Many people are triggered in many ways. Some people, they do this and they trigger them to have some type of public mental breakdown and they end up institutionalized. Okay? Some of these people, they do this too, and when they have a breakdown, they trigger them to go and hurt or harm and endanger others, collective. They use them as patsies in their staged events, collective, and then they swoop in and they lock these people up. They imprison them for the rest of their lives, collective. Many others, they do this too, collective, and they trigger them to commit suicide, collective. Okay? So it's mind over matter. If you ain't got no mind, then it don't matter, collective. And considering this is the reason why they're fucking with your mind. They're invading, violating your mind, collective. The mind controls every other part of the body, collective. This is the reason why the corrupt government, the crooked satanic powers that be, the wickedness in high places, the shadow government, this is the reason why they have spent trillions of dollars. And it's the reason why you got sold out mad scientists right now that creates these programs for the government, for them to use these militarized weapons, okay? Not at war, collective, but against their own citizens, collective. This is all about manipulation and control. And these people are hell bent on staying in power, on staying in control, collective. And they are mind fucking the masses, collective. They are lying to the masses, collective. There is worldwide mind control that is going on, collective. Whether you believe it or not, whether you know it or not, collective. Spirit clarify. Give me one more on this mind, thought, dream manipulation with the MK Ultra mind control. The Monarch programming card. I'm seeing judgment here, collective. It's like these people call themselves trying to play God in your life, trying to cast their judgments against you, collective, taking some type of action, making some type of decision on you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, collective. Okay, yeah. But this is criminal activity that they are doing in secret, collective, and they call themselves judging you or placing some type of judgment upon you, collective. They are no gods. They can play pretend like they gods all they want to, but they did not create this planet. They did not create humanity. Okay, and if they really were gods, there would be no need for them needing artificial intelligence and robots and gadgets and fucking gadgets or witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, or voodoo, or any illegally funded government operations to manipulate and control any fucking body else. Because a god don't need none of that shit. So they ain't no damn gods. That's why their asses is in hiding doing this shit to people in the first damn place. And trust and believe, y'all, collective. When I come on here and talk to y'all like this, I go through it, honey. After I get done with the reading, I go through it. So you best believe, honey, I ain't gonna get no sleep tonight. They gonna just sleep deprive the hell out of me, collective. They gonna be projecting the fuck out of me, collective. Sending all kind of MK, doing all kind of artificial intelligent mind control, MK Ultra mind control, brain, and some more shit. I'm up for the night, collector. Because when I come on here and I get y'all reading like this, and I tell y'all the truth, oh baby, I get it after I get done with the reading, because they be mad. The enemy be mad. And so they immediately get to projecting. They immediately get to doing their witchcraft, sorcery, black magic. I be feeling them in my energy. All of a sudden, I don't be able to get no rest. I don't be able to get no sleep. And I be up all night. Before I know it'll be a whole nother damn day. Sun be coming up and shit. So they're going to deprive the hell out of sleep. Deprive the hell of me out of sleep tonight, honey. Okay? I be ready for them. Because anytime I do a message like this, collector, they call themselves getting mad, collector. And every time the enemy get mad, that's what the enemy do. They start using their mind control tactics and get to projecting and all this other kind of stuff. And it's pathetic because when you have been a targeted individual for years upon years upon years, collective, the shit that they do, it gets repetitive. So like all the shit that that they do, collective, it's like on repeat. I can tell when they're doing something over. So they'll do certain things, and then when those things stop, they haven't stopped doing what they're doing. They just go on to doing something else. So the things that they was previously doing stop for a while, and they'll do something else, and they're doing something else, and they're doing something else. But I can tell when they go back to the shit that they was originally doing, the cycle and started over again. The shit be on repeat. Child, when you a targeted individual, child, they'll try to dissect your entire life. When you a targeted individual, collective, they'll try to dissect your entire life. They'll try to use your past against you, honey. They'll try to slut shame you, gay shame you, and some more shit, collective. Okay? They try to tear you down in any and every way that they possibly can, collective. Any way they probably possibly can. You can be ugly, stupid, dumb, fat, like anything they can do to try to tear down your self-esteem, to tear down your confidence, collective. This is a psychological operation. It's organized crime. But they have set a lot of people up. They have killed a lot of people behind this shit. And I just don't get it, because for them to act like they so big and bad and powerful and shit like that, they just won't come out and tell the truth and be like, yeah, we doing this and ain't shit you can do about it. You don't know where we at. You can't get to us. They pussies. They won't come out and say that shit. They won't come out and do that shit. They just continuously do this whole ass shit that they doing in secret. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point, once you a targeted individual for so long, and you used to their antics, you used to the shit that they're doing, it becomes repetitive. It just becomes an annoyance after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been single and celibate for like 10 years, more than 10 years collected. You know what I'm saying? You can only slut shame a person for so goddamn long, bitch, and why you mad? You understand what I'm saying? Like, get over it. Like, seriously, that's the best you can do. And I'm just using that as an example. But that's one of the main tactics that they use. It depends on if you're a male or a female. Okay? Like, if you a man and you a targeted individual, they'll try to make it seem like, oh, or you freaky or you kinky because you masturbate. Oh, you nasty because you masturbate. They got it bad. Men who are targeted individuals, they'll call you gay. They try to put you on blast for being gay, make it seem like you gay. Make it seem like you freaky, you kinky, you nasty. If you a woman and you a targeted individual, oh, you a bitch, you a slut, you a whore, you ugly, you fat, you nasty, you nappy head, your teeth fucked up, your breath stink, your pussy ain't good enough, like that. I swear to God, they're trying to dissect in and everybody that you ever fuck with. Okay? This is what they do when you a targeted individual. It's so ignorant. And if you just able to step outside of yourself and just look at the situation, it is hard to believe that these are full grown ass adults that sitting back behind the scenes that is doing this to you, because it's on such a level of ignorance. It's like, how in the fuck could these be sophisticated, educated, supposedly illuminated ass fucking people? And this is what y'all do. This what y'all do. This what y'all come up with. This is how y'all torturing people. You know how many presidents have addressed the nation, stood before we the people, and said that the United States of America do not torture citizens? But that is exactly what the fuck y'all do. They're lying. The truth ain't in you. And they know it. And the enemy get mad when you know it, collective. The enemy get mad when you can see evil, hear evil, and you got the audacity to speak of evil. The enemy don't like that shit. But that's your message, collective. You got the high priestess at the bottom of the deck, collective. I feel like whoever you are, collective, you are someone who is highly intuitive. You could be naturally empathic, psychic, knowledgeable, wise, enlightened. I feel like you're in your north node. Okay, you're tapped in, tuned into your higher self, collective. You could know secret knowledge, occultic knowledge. Okay, you could have, ancient wisdom within you, collective. Okay, the high priestess is like that holy grail between worlds type of energy, collective. Okay, which could be another reason why these people are targeting you and attacking you, collective, because they know that you are highly intuitive. Okay? You have a divine angelic connection to the spiritual realm, to the Most High. When you are a high priestess, you can communicate with the creators, the Most High gods, with your archangels, your guardian angels, with your ancestors, with the divine extraterrestrial galactic beings. See, the powers that be don't like that shit. This is the reason why they put so much. This is the reason why one of their main tactics is manipulating your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your dreams. They want to control your thoughts. You know how much of a narcissist, pompous fucking snake, delusional, mentally ill ass individuals you have to be? I'm talking about it goes past being someone who is controlling and possessive. Okay? We're dealing with psychopathic, sociopathic ass individuals. When you want to control another person's fucking thoughts. When you want to control another person's life, another person's feelings, another person's emotions. Something is seriously fucked up with you. That's why it's always interesting to me. It's always been interesting that any and everybody else in the world, you ever notice how everybody who regular everyday average Joe, which is the majority of the world, okay, because the wealthiest elite only makes up 1%. That means 99% is regular everyday average Joe people. Them 99% of people could be called mentally ill on any given day. Why is it that 1% ain't none of them mentally the fuck ill or crazy? When surely they are. Because you got to be outside your mind to do this type of shit to people. You must be mentally ill. You're a possessive, controlling narcissist. You're a psychopath. You're a sadist. They rock it soft off of torturing people. That's the truth. I thank y'all for listening. I thank you all for watching. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through Cash App, which is $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/add36diamond, guys. Okay, I'm seeing your mama's side of the family could be of significance here. Okay, we have multiple families in on the setup, but your entire family is definitely in here. I'm also seeing here psychic here, collective. I could be talking to somebody who is psychic, collective. They don't like the fact that you are psychic, collective. They don't like the fact that you are gifted and talented, collective. Okay? Yes, Satanists want to steal your gifts, collective. You got Satanists who want to steal your gifts, collective. Okay? Yeah. Spirit is saying don't go back to your past exes, family, or friends. These people was cut off for a reason. Okay, this could tap into these families and different things. Okay, yeah, family disloyalty and betrayal, jealousy, envy, hatred, spitefulness, competition. These people ain't no friend of yours. They ain't no kin of yours, collective. Okay, yeah, people are spying on you. These corrupt people in professional positions, collective, they could be spying on you. Spirit is saying, yeah. As always, guys, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And consider the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey. Keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Guys, I'm seeing here illegal implantation chip. You was illegally implanted with a chip, collective, and you could know the truth or clarity about this, and you've been speaking some type of truth or clarity about this, collective, and this is the reason why that they are trying to silence you, collective. Something pertaining to an illegal chip, implantation or chip that was put in you, collective. Okay? That happened to me when I was a child, whether y'all believe it or not. Okay? It was a lot of things that was done to me in my childhood. Okay? That they even hear from me that I'm aware of and know the truth and clarity about now, collective. For major surgeries and operations that was done on me as a child, to me being chipped, implanted with a chip, collective, to me being sold out by my own supposed family, collective, to me being placed with a family that is not even my family, collective. I was raised around people who is not even my family. The people that I was told who was my mother and father is not my real mother and father, collective. Okay? Put in a government program and experimented on all my life, collective. I was born a hermaphrodite, collective. And major surgery was done on me to remove my penis when I was a child, collective. This is the torturous abuse that I have dealt with by this government. These people owe me multi-millions of dollars. No bullshit. No bullshit. I also was separated from my identical twin. I have a twin that I was separated from, whose spirit tells me is in Atlanta, lives in Atlanta, who has ties to the industry. True story. This is all shit that was hidden and kept secret from me, collective. And I've been used and abused and exploited my entire fucking life. Yeah. But you were implanted with a chip, collective. You could know this. You've been speaking the truth about this, collective, and they're trying to silence you. Because I feel like you know the truth about that, but you also know the truth about these other things as well, collective. Spirit is saying get out of the United States before it's too late. Okay? So I'm obviously speaking to somebody who's in the United States. These people gonna pay with their lives for what they have done. With this organized crime here, I'm seeing systematic abuse. Okay? Collective, you've been enduring some type of systematic abuse due to this organized crime that they have been doing on you, collective. Clarify, Spirit, any other messages? We done with this reading, collective, but we're going to wrap this up. I'm seeing long lost family is here. So we got your mama side of the family. We got long lost family here as well, collective. Okay, that is of significance. Artificial intelligence, mind control, brainwashing. Look, Spirit is saying this is illegal, what they're doing to you. Didn't I tell you this AI, manipulation, persuasion, the decoding, your brain signals, tapping into the frequencies of your mind, doing MK Ultra mind control, artificial intelligence, mind control, brainwashing you, mind controlling you, collective, is all the fuck illegal. Behavior targeting is all illegal. And I swear these motherfuckers' entire empire is going to fall. Their entire organized crime operation is going to fall behind the shit that they are doing. They're grooming motherfuckers, mind controlling them, brainwashing them, putting them in illegal government programming, okay? And people are being sold out by their own supposed families, collective. And these sucker duck ass bitches will do anything for money. Yo, excuse my language, okay? I know some of y'all don't like a lot of profanity and different things, but when it comes to topics like this, collective, I mean, you could understand why. Okay? Abusing their money, power, and authority to manipulate and control. Yeah. Blood sacrificing family, lovers, and friends for money. This abuse, these people abusing their power. Okay? These people abusing their power and authority to manipulate and control. This has something to do with your family, your supposed family. They set people up. They blood sacrifice their own family, lovers, and friends for money. Spirit is saying. Okay? That's what's going on here, collective. Gang stalking, emotional manipulation. People are secretly spying on you. Spirit is saying you are very well protected by the Most High, collective. Yep, this gang stalking, emotional manipulation, collective, is because of the shadow government. But Spirit is saying that you are very well protected by the Most High. Yeah. Spirit is saying they want your gifts. You have some type of gifts, whether this is spiritual gifts, tangible gifts, physical gifts. They want your gifts, some type of gifts you have. Yeah. To clarify mind, thought, and dream manipulation, we got the satanic powers that be here, collective. So you got the satanic powers that be here in the shadow government, collective. They are all there. These are the entities that is running, ruling, and controlling this organized crime, collective. And Spirit is saying it is illegal. Betrayal. You have been ultimately betrayed, collective. Okay? You have been ultimately betrayed, collective. You've been suffering in silence, caused by trauma from your no good family, collective. Yeah. Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? Wickedness in high places. Beast system 666. Okay? That's who's behind these illegal operations, collective. You're somebody who's highly intuitive. You're psychic, collective. Whoever I'm speaking to, whoever's resonating with this, you know the truth and clarity about a lot of the things that I've talked to you about, if not all of them. Okay? There could have been a car, a house, or inheritance money that was stolen from you by those closest to you, collective. You're somebody who's going to be very successful, collective. These people definitely overstep their boundaries with you, collective. Somebody overseas, persons overseas, have been doing things to you as well. Something about overseas. Any other messages, collective? Before we wrap this up, any other messages I need to share? Yeah, you definitely endured satanic ritual abuse, collective. You was illegally implanted with a chip, collective, likely as a child. And you were satanically, ritualistically abused, collective. You've got mail. You endured satanic ritual abuse. Ain't no satanic panic when it comes to motherfucking fact. Any other messages, Spirit? They never wanted you to wake up, collective. They never wanted you to know the truth. They thought that they was just going to be able to use you and abuse you and keep you dumbed down and under mind control your entire life. Yeah, and this is the reason why Spirit is saying your friend, your family, fake friends, no good ex-lovers, and the government came together to try to destroy you, collective. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Your daddy's side of the family. You got your mama's side of the family, your daddy's side of the family, long lost family. Okay? Your no good family, fake friends, no good ex-lovers, and the government came together to try to destroy you, collective. This is the reason why Spirit say multiple families, and your entire family is in on the setup, collective. Not to mention the shadow government and the satanic powers that be. They're gonna pay with their life for what they have done. Okay? Spirit is saying you can't trust nobody, collective. You can't trust nobody. Okay? Period, point blank. You can't trust nobody. And this is the reason why they've been psychically, spiritually attacking you, collective. This is the reason why you've been enduring psychic, spiritual attack, collective. Whoever I'm talking to, you're highly intuitive and you're psychic, collective. These people have been doing death spells on you, collective. Yeah, these people are collaborating together. They're in collaborations and contracts with one another. Spirit is saying these people are jealous, envious, and intimidated by you, collective. Spirit, any other messages? Yeah, evil adopted family. Okay, I told y'all multiple families are in on these setups. Collective evil adopted family here, long lost family, your daddy's side of the family, your mama's side of the family. Okay? Fake friends, no good ex lovers in the government, and your family, they all came together to try to destroy you, collective. Yeah. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages? Yeah. You could be an influencer, collective. Okay? They're jealous, envious, and intimidated by you, collective. So we're going to wrap this reading up. I do hope that this is giving you all the truth and the clarity you were seeking. Until the next time, peace.